Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this, but in fact it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
A very weird game. Crap. There we go. So I can't get in trouble for it, because I don't got music. Day 1, July 15th, Monday. Freeburg Tribune. City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyle's resignation. The fact. Mark War 2 to be shown in Freeburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. Mayor Rogers. 6 minutes, I think. Am I supposed to? Because it wasn't having me do it. So I didn't know. Oh.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher. This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them. I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? Surprise. The mayor discussed it with me. I've been expecting this bullcrap from the mayor. What's the difference? A surprise? I thought I'd be working as a policeman for another 5-10 years. I just wanted to serve the city. I was very surprised, of course. Do you already know the name of your successor? No. Of course not, and I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either. After a recent corruption scandal, your deputy said he was looking forward to resigning if the mayor offered him your position. Would that change his mind? Perhaps. Sounds possible if he thinks the new office would help him serve the city a little longer. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about that? If it helps the police, bullcrap. Excuse me, but that's a pile of horse crap. The mafia and the police working together. Maybe they're in cahoots with the aliens. The mafias are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about someone ask a real question? Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Definitely not. That's just not possible. Mayor Rogers is a true professional and he makes his decisions carefully. There's no place in our jobs for hard feelings. Probably. That's probably why he is,
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
and the thing is, it could
As soon
be
as
the
I heard
police
door creak,
men
I
and the
knew what
mafia are
face I'd
together.
see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. "180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me."
Why 180 days?
I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking at the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
That is... whatever. Is he
Cops don't
never
use the
going to get
police
that
station
fixed?
cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts. My deputy, Francis Kendrick, he recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Alright. Would you like to receive tips about the game work? I'm a 60-year-old police chief, a few months away from retirement. I don't need anyone telling me how to do my job. Freeburg PD organized upcoming work assignments into the shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers responding to crimes in progress and detectives continue their investigation. You can freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detective poses several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policeman. A figure around 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short, of this mark is not entirely reliable. While those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet. Even in a pinch, an individual level of profession may rise and fall over the course of their career. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work, and a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep on the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take the day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusion based on the behavior of your employees. Alrighty. Start the day. Okay. How should we do? Okay. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your police officer to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tired, up and available for upcoming work.
110B in progress.
Crap. Hit and run. Proceed. Okay. Proceed. Got no more calls. Oh God. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminal and nobody dies. But the truth is, sometimes the criminal manages to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead civilians bother the mayor even more than living ones. Officer caught. Wait. Oh, offender caught. Officer unharmed. Okay. That's good. That's good. That the... Oh, wait. R2. Fight! Offender caught. Officer unharmed. Civilian unharmed.
910C in progress. 311A in progress.
Oh. Okay. Armed robbery. I want to send my two best police officers that we have. Johnson. I'll send you two. I mean, you probably not too good, really. At least I got two other police officers, so it's not too bad.
412A in progress.
Okay. Did that say ghetto? Assault. Ghetto. Okay. Send my two I don't know. A passenger by saw some teenagers attacked an alley. I don't know, because I don't really want to send the older dude Price. I don't want to send Price in because he really doesn't have.
We've got a situation here.
Oh, when your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. The vehicle is questioned and parked right outside of the boundaries. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Knock on the door, open up please, turn on the siren and loudspeaker and shout that the house is surrounded. Sneak into the house through an open window. Ooh, arm caught. Oh, thank the Lord that my officers are all right. The fight. Officer escaped. Okay, so it's unharmed, but it escaped. It's not good. That's not good, but at least they're safe. They didn't get hurt. That's all that matters. That the officers did not get hurt.
412A.
Alright, assault. No thank you. Assault. Offender caught, officer unharmed. Let's go. Congrats, guys. Okay. So, Kochi and Purdy came in. Okay, I want to see what happened first. Oh, I didn't get to. Oh my lord. I should have sent probably the SWAT team to the armed robbery. To be honest with you, I probably should have did that. Ooh. Dang. Stovall is 400 points. End of the day.
Used to be, when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
So it is true, though, that he is in a corruption type, and he does deal with the mafia. When a police officer is too tired to be effective, he will ask for a day off. Sometimes officers will request days off even when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you heard are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overjudge, but don't. Let me remember that. Everybody got secrets, and you got your back. I drank too much. I don't think I can hold it together today. Can I go home? Yes, but come tomorrow. Today, some of my relatives have come to visit. They're from another country, and we've never even met before. Can I have a day off? Yes, but come in. In addition to their performance rating, police officers also... Okay, so they get like a promotion type. So I don't have... two of my guys. So I lost a very good one, Samadhi, which he was one of my good ones, because he was 110. So which means I have only about 4 officers that I could really spare. So I don't really got much. Freiburg isn't one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection and play it at any time, just like a real life. Okay. We'll go with this one. Alright. Let's learn how to hire and fire cops. Ooh. Police station. Okay. Alright. Ooh. I'll say hire for... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'll hire for the A shift. Like the morning shift. What? Oh. Oh. No, don't. I was about to say. Wait, what? Oh, wait. I think my game broke. No, it's not broken. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I want to go to the main menu real quickly. I think it was just a little messed up. I really didn't want to... We'll just skip it since we already technically know about everything that's going on so far. Oh, it's different. No. Ah, freak. Okay. I need to promote... Oh. Okay. Start. We'll just click this one, since I can't really hear the music playing. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Okay. Police station. Hire. No, I don't want to film. Oh my god. I didn't want to.
211 in progress.
That's messed up. He was actually a good officer. Yeah, I know he was too old and stuff, but he was a good officer. Like, I mean, seriously. The man was a good officer. That's bullcrap.
In progress.
Oh, thank God I can still use him. I'm not gonna lie, I really thought I lost him for this day, and I told him just to hit the road. I honest truth thought I did, and I was gonna be a little upset. Cause one, I don't want to fire him. Okay, he was caught, and officers were unharmed. Thank you.
1210 in progress.
Oh crap. Okay, I need to wait for my Officer Van and Officer Grant. Officer was caught, or offender was caught. Officer is unharmed. Okay. There we go. What was that? Why did that just sound like some dude pulled up outside the office? Okay. I'm going to send in not my best officer. I'm going to send in an alright. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to send my best officer. Because I want to keep my best officer with me. Because I'm not going to have them tomorrow.
1210 complete.
How'd it go? False alarm. The waitress has mistaken a retired officer, Frank Nora, for the fugitive in question. I wasted my police officers to go out there.
1111 in progress.
Okay. I think we'll send my best officer and Samadhi over there. Oh.
411 in progress.
Sorry, Chief, but I quit. In one night, I pulled in more cash than I earned, working. He gave me 4,000. Wow. That's crazy. He quit because he made more in one night. That's crazy.
We've got a situation.
As a police arrives, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. Okay.
411 complete.
Oh, and what's this one? Suicide threat, Fleet Street. Officer, God, keep saying officer call. Offender call, officers unharmed. Not too bad. Not too bad, actually. But I lost 2 officers. That's not good. I lost 2 officers. One I didn't even want to lose. And the other one I lost. So, yeah.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Well, the thing is, she hasn't got a divorce yet. So, which means... Okay, yeah, you can have the day off. I was all up night reading an exciting detective story called The Last. I have time to get to the ending. I almost... Until I know for sure. Yeah, but come in. I'm too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Can I... Oh my god. Oh, that doesn't give me much, people. That gives me 2, 4, 5, 6. That only gives me enough for 3 calls. It's not good. It's not good, but at least it gives me
12.
about 3. Okay. Homicide. I'll have you as lead. City Hall parking. We'll send you two out there. Okay. I honest truth personally think I need to hire to get me a new officer. Because if I'm going to start having basically a bunch of people, like, it's not going to be here.
Progress.
Then I need more people because I only have enough for now. Okay. Detectives have interviewed the witness and collected evidence from the scene and are pursuing the investigation. Expect results. Okay. I'm gonna say no. Because he couldn't have just started walking or anything. I don't know. Oh, crap.
12 complete.
God dang it. Okay, offender caught, officers unharmed. City Hall. From City Hall, a racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen, and policemen. We don't need any more dead police, especially not months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black... Huh? You'll have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial terrorism. So I have to fire Robinson? What the? Why can I not just keep him?
We've got a situation here.
I would say interview any potential officer escaped off. Oh, an offender. Okay. There we go. Put those two in. Oh, investigation, homicide, details. Okay. A drunk witness. They drove by in a sedan and then they shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Mr. Clean. I only heard a few muffled shots. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time, and recently there's been lots of cursing and carrying on. I don't remember the car, and the neighborhood was quiet. I would never heard any shots. The police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and... Wow. Okay. So, the only clues we have is he was walking out of his house. And then he turned and fell. I mean, I don't know. Because if we only have one evidence that he was walking out,
1210 complete.
like, that's it. He was walking out of his building. Then he turned. I'm guessing. But how did he get his body turned where he fell downwards? That's my thing. It's like we're not getting all the, like, answers that we need. You know? There we go. Like, we're not getting all the answers that... I don't know. I mean, because we're not getting all the answers that we wanted. Chief, I just about nailed the Jep a couple times. Too fast for me and 1 point. I don't really... But, like...
Got a situation here.
On the stage are 2 strippers going at it, and it has gone beyond arguing to a full-on cat fight. The bouncer is fast asleep. Well, I don't want to say we can draw the weapons. I mean, if we... God... The strippers continue fighting, obviously the police. Watch the strippers go at it and don't interfere.
311A complete.
Okay, so we caught the person and they were unharmed. So that's good. Let's see how this one goes. Offender escaped. I think it was because of Asno, whatever her name is. I think she's the reason, because her like point is so low. I think she's the reason, probably.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
I guess we'll help him. Because, I mean, we're...
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank. At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the Mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a Mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Alright guys, well I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Bye guys.